Hey everyone, welcome back to Average Joe Preparedness. As always, I'm your host. My name's Rick, and I'm an Average Joe. It's been a little bit since my last video. It was before the holidays. I hope this finds you well. I hope you enjoyed your holidays as much as I did. I had a great time. I had family come in. I got to spend time with my kids and my grandchildren. So got to, it was a couple weeks over the holidays. It was really nice. So, and it's a new year, and I hope this new year finds you well. Not a lot has changed when it comes to this channel. I mean, in the world as to why this channel is. Again, here's the challenge, guys. If anyone can tell me what's going to happen, the one thing that's going to make everything all better, just put it down in the comments section, and I'll be really happy to see that. But until that happens, that's what this channel's for. We'll call it Emergency Preparedness for the Average Joe, or just preparedness. That's what this is about. Now, we're going to start off with a commercial, and the commercial is the only way to support this channel is to like, subscribe, share, all those nifty things. If you're new here, welcome. Stick around a little bit. Maybe you can find something that you like. Go back and look at some of the old videos. If you're a subscriber, hey, I appreciate you, and I'm glad you're here too. Now today we're going to go over a few things. One of them, you guys are catching me working, is maintaining equipment. I did a video about maintaining your equipment in the past. I'm doing it again because time is precious and you got to stay busy. You got to keep doing things. We'll go over a couple other things. I'm actually looking at my list. I have a list down here. We're going to talk about money, inflation. We're going to talk about some future videos, things we've already touched on before, but we're going to do them again, a little bit more extensive. And yeah, there's a couple things lists right there, and we'll check it out. But anyways, getting to maintaining equipment. I'm just going to show you real fast. Again, this channel is not about maintaining. This is a vacuum, just a regular old vacuum. I mentioned it before, I think. That's not what this channel is about. What I do is I show you that average people can do things, ideas on how to save money, maintaining your equipment, which saves money, keeping your equipment in good running order, which saves money, and frustration, all those nifty kind of things. But anyways, we're going to get into this in just a sec. Yes? Okay, so this is just an average vacuum. This is our vacuum, my vacuum, however you want to put it. Had it for years, and hopefully we'll have it for many more, because money. I'm not going to spend money buying a new vacuum if I don't have to. So I don't know if you guys own a vacuum like this or something similar. If you don't and you want to maintain your vacuum, I'm sure you can. If you don't have the original books, which most people don't, you can Google it and you can get them downloaded and blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to show you real fast what I do. I try to do it once a month, but I'm really behind now because, yeah, life is busy. But I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you what I clean up. I'm going to show you the filters and stuff I changed out to keep it running well. And then we will put it back together again, and then we will get on to the other subjects. Yes? Yes. Okay, now we get into it. I know some people are like, you need to edit your videos better and camera angles and all that. Just deal with it, people. This is what I do. I do this in my part-time. I just kick these things out. So, yeah, you got to deal with the non-really done well videos. Sorry, guys. No offense intended. So, this is the receptacle. We pull this off. Now I'm going to take this, and I'm actually going to go wash this out and then dry it. This is where all the dust and stuff gets to and it's dirty. I'm going to set that off to the side. Then it has filters. See these? It has two. One is a sponge filter, which gets washed out periodically. And then one, I guess they call this the HEPA filter. Not exactly sure. So don't really wash it out. Usually bang it out or vacuum it back. And you can tell these guys dust. I don't know if you can see that. But this is one of the big overhauls. So we're going to go ahead and throw these away. They've been cleaned in the past and maintained, and then eventually you just get rid of them and I replace them, and I'll get to that in just a sec. If you watch my videos for any amount of time, you know that I have replacement parts and I maintain them. Again, I don't know what you guys watch back up here. If you look, I order them in bulk so it saves me money, and yeah, because money. So I'm gonna throw these away real quick. Boom. And new ones. Look at that. Fresh, and well, it's got a yellow to it, but still the sponge. So HEPA filter goes in there. Sponge goes here. And boom. And now let's see if I can do this without messing it up. there's a third filter right here. If I can get it out. Oh, it works so well. I liked it. Now, again, like most filters, periodically I clean them out. I vacuum them in reverse to get them cleaned. But not this time. It's time to change them out. So please don't mess up on live television or live video. And hopefully it worked. Yay! So we're looking at cleaning out this, which I'm going to do off camera, changing out the filters, which again I periodically clean them and wash them, the sponge ones. I'm going to throw this away. And but if anybody's had a vacuum cleaner, which most people have, you'll notice this right here. Hold on a second, let me show you this. I love this vacuum. Comes right apart. I'm setting this off camera. Hey, I'm back. And one of the problems is, I don't know if you guys can see this, that when you vacuum, it gets little hairs and strings and pieces of carpet and stuff all tied up in here. You guys with me so far? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a knife. Gibbs rule number 9, always carry a knife. I don't know if you guys noticed my knife change from that one time I did the video about a knife. I like this one better. But anyways, so, and what I'll do is I'll just run the knife up. I'll cut this stuff all out. I'll get it all cleaned up. Now you can take this apart. Here. I've done it. But unless I actually need to get in there, I try not to do it because it's complicated. Or unless I'm going to change out this roller, which I have once already, because these little guys right here, that's what cleans your carpet. Those little beaters. Yes? So, gonna clean the roller. Okay. Come with my readers on. So, yeah. Let's see if you guys can see the difference. You guys didn't want to watch me do that, so it's done. I don't know if you can see that there's, yeah, the little fibers and stuff. They're all gone. Just clean those out. And as a matter of fact, it's a ball right there. Terrible. Going in the trash. So, as I said, it's probably been a little bit. It's probably been 2 months. Usually I try to do it one every month. But, excuse me. It's probably been about 2 months since I did that. Reaching off camera. But, maintaining equipment. Maintaining equipment. Money. It saves you. Aggravation. Having something break when you really need it, because that's usually when it happens. Does that make sense? I'm sure that's probably happened to you, or am I the only guy that it happens to? I don't know. So, I'm going to maintain my equipment. Reaching off screen again. And again, these videos aren't to show you how to do it. The videos are to show you that you can. That you need to get outside your box. If you're concerned like, oh man, I don't know if I could do that or not. Well, you can do it. And you probably should. But just my opinion. So, I'm going to wash this up. And then we're going to get it taken care of. And it's all done. It'll be done again for another month or so. Hopefully next time it won't take that long for me to get to it. Holidays and stuff. And we'll get that taken care of. Yes? Yes. All right, speaking of money, inflation. I did a video and I mentioned, I'm not going to put the little thing there because I don't know. I think it was just a little part of it. But inflation went up. It was like 6.3 or something along those lines, and it set a record. Well, now the last time they just said inflation for the next month went up 7%. And they said that 7% was like 40 years ago. And yes, I was alive 40 years ago, so I remember it. But here's the problem is, and just to info you, 7% is bigger than what you think it is because it's across the board. And unless you got a 7% raise, and then, you know, since last year and the month before that, a 6.3 raise, unless you're getting raises that match inflation, you're losing money. So, and things are becoming more expensive. But that being said, they don't do the numbers the same way they did 40 years ago, which is kind of funny that they say, oh yeah, 40 years ago, this is a record for the last 40 years. But 40 years ago, they did the numbers different. And if you go with that, then it looks like inflation is, and there's an argument, whether it's 10 or 15, so we'll just split the difference and say 12. So 12% inflation, give or take. Yeah, you're losing buying power. Things are more expensive. You need to be concerned whether it's maintaining your own equipment or wearing the hoodie in the house and keeping the heat low. We talked about that in a video. Or whatever it is you're doing, you need to start being concerned with money. Money, I touch on it basically every video, because money, as far as I'm concerned, although it is the root of all evil, it is one of the ways that'll help you be prepared and ready for contingencies. Yes? All right, a couple more things real quick. I guess it's been about a month or so ago. I'm sure everyone was aware of that big traffic jam that was back east on the freeway, and some people were stuck there for like 9 to 12 hours. Yeah, it can happen anytime, guys. And I believe I did a video on a get home bag. See if I can do that right there. That I had in the lovely lady in my life's car. I have one too, but I think I showed you what was in hers. And so what I'm going to do is, we also have, like, according to FEMA and the Red Cross, you should have an emergency kit in your car. So, in this whole traffic jam thing, people being stuck there for a while, reminded me of that. So I'm going to do a video here of the kit I have in her car, show you what's in it, and then the get home bag, and now that it's winter, it's changed, and then how things build off each other. And if you had either that emergency kit or both of them, that emergency kit and the get home bag, which I'm showing them like I'm going to actually show them. And then you guys can see how that would have helped a lot of people, if not everyone, but a lot of people who were stuck in that traffic jam. So it's real life that, okay, these are things that are recommended, and here's real life of how they would have helped. And then show you, you can look at them and say, well, yeah, I guess that could have helped because I could put myself in that place. Or if you've ever been stuck, you can see, oh my gosh, yeah, I wish I had that thing. So we'll go over those again. I'll make a video about that. Yes? Also, one of the habits I got into, which probably would have helped some of those people because they were running out of gas because they were there for a long time. Now, running your car on idle doesn't really take that much gas. However, people have a tendency of waiting to the last moment. See, now under normal circumstances, not on a road trip, but just regular day-to-day stuff, I'm in the habit of 3/4 of a tank. So I try not to let my car get below 3/4 of a tank. Why? Is everybody's got their own reasons, and I have mine. And the same thing with the lovely lady in my life. I remind her, when you get to 3/4 of a tank, definitely not half a tank. No, but 3/4 of a tank. Now, when I'm traveling on road trips, I try, it's usually about a half a tank, maybe 3/4, somewhere in there, because I need a break anyways, guys. Traveling by road, you know, every 45 minutes to an hour, pull off, get out, walk around. Well, if I'm pulling over, getting out, walk around, I might as well be putting gas in my car. You with me? So I'm killing two birds with one stone. So on road trips, at least a half a tank, but usually 3/4 of a tank. And that may have helped a lot of those people to be able to keep themselves warm by running up their cars. Does that make sense? Just a little something. And now, hopefully real quick, a couple reminders as to why average people should be prepared. And I'm just talking about normal preparedness, guys, just regular emergency preparedness. But the world, I've mentioned it before, the world is a dangerous place and it's trying to kill us. And I don't mean like crime and stuff, that's a different story. I mean the actual world. So if I'm not mistaken, there was just a volcano that went off. It was followed by a tsunami. Yes, I know in some places the tsunami was small. I don't know if you saw the videos. It was only like 4 inches. Well, 4 inches of water of a tsunami has so much force behind it that it can still cause damage. And there were places that were closer, but not the point. The point is it was a tsunami. And then there's ice storms, and there's a big storm on the East Coast right now. It generated a bunch of tornadoes. So we've got winter weather and tsunamis and tornadoes. And this is stuff that's actually happening, not counting things like earthquakes and the such. But please, take all these things into account. Look at the news. Don't get upset by it. But and say, hey, yeah, I think I need to start being a little bit more in control of my life, being a little bit more self-accountable. You need to be taking care of your life and yourself. And that's what these videos are about. Yes? Okay, gonna try to make this one short. I don't know. We'll see in the editing place, in the editing, how short this video is. But again, I hope this finds you well. I'll try to get those other videos out here in a little bit. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, till next time I see you, be happy, be positive, and be prepared.